Oh, just woke up. We got a long day ahead of us. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Chaser looking fit, but this ain't looking good. Oil leaks, transmission leaks, still pretty bad. So welcome back to the new video. Today we're going to be working on the MR2 because I haven't driven that car in a couple of weeks now because it's had some split axle boots. And what this means is because the axle boots are split, when they turn, they fling up grease all around the engine bay, and I don't want that happening. So we're going to replace those axle boots. I just got the parts for it. This thing hasn't started for a while. It looks still really clean even though it's been out for so long. I did it perfectly this time. Got the MR2 up on ramps. Worked good this time. Nice. If you didn't see me fail at doing this, I'll throw up a clip. So in this box is what I've been waiting for to get this car fixed. Oh yes. You're probably asking yourself why I didn't go genuine axle boots, and I've done this because my local Toyota quoted me $150 for one boot. One boot, and we need 4. So that's why I went with some Kelpro stuff. I'm running Kelpro gaskets and they seem to be doing totally fine. So Kelpro, hope your stuff works. Hope we don't have any more leaking boots. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this should come with everything you need. Sweet, there's the boot. Looks pretty OEM. It looks like we have some grease in there as well, which is what we'll need. And these are important as well. So every now and then as well, I get sent over products from people that have companies or want to start up a business and stuff. And guys, check this out. This smart little ingenious thing to save such a hassle was sent over to me by a guy called 2GR MR2 Guy. I'm gonna leave his website, first link in the description below. You know when you have an MR2 and like you undo your gas cap and like you put it over here? That's not good, man. You could scratch your paint. Look at this. You ready? Boom. Look at that. It holds your gas cap for you. So now I don't need to rest it on my paint and I can easily just take it out, just chuck it back in and close it up. And you're good to go. Absolutely not sponsored at all. If you use the code REXH, it'll get you 20% off this product, which is already pretty cheap. So it's gonna save a lot of time and hassle. Extremely easy installation. All you need to do is remove this bolt and put this behind there. And look at that. It's sturdy as. There's a version 2 coming out, which is gonna be stronger than the version 1 that I currently have, which I'll be getting eventually. But yeah, fantastic product. Definitely not the most fun to do, but we have to take the rear wheels off, got to take the axles off, control arms, everything. We have the car jacked up to a pretty decent height, and it's gonna be a little bit of a job, but shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, no spill gang. Where are we at? Hopefully, I don't spill this everywhere. Oh, nice. No spill gang, hashtag no spill gang. Some very expensive MT90. We've now got both the axles removed, and it's pretty obvious now having the axles out of the car where exactly this problem was coming from. As you can see right over here, it is completely torn. We're lucky we catched onto this early because what can happen is obviously over time being open and spraying grease everywhere, what's gonna happen is dust is gonna fly in there, rocks, chips, rock chips, everything, and that's gonna ruin your axles. And that means you're gonna have to get a whole brand new set of axles, and that's gonna be expensive and something we won't wanna do. You're also gonna have the problem of grease flying around everywhere. When I removed this, there was a big dollop of grease that just came out as well. Yeah. Looks like a slug. Grace. I've never ever rebuilt axles before, so this is going to be a little bit different for me to do. I'm going to have to pull everything apart and slide it all up and re-grease everything. I don't even think I have the right parts, it seems, because on the longer axle over here, you can see that this boot is similar to this boot, which is also similar to this boot. However, this boot is different, that's bigger. Therefore, I think we need 3 of these parts. I've only got 2 of them because I just assumed that both sides were the same, but it looks like you need a bigger boot for this one. So I'm going to have to order another part. A little bit annoying, but hopefully should be here by the end of the week. The inner workings of an axle. Nice. Greasy. It's now the next day and I've been working all morning to try to figure out how to remove the axle ends off the axles themselves, and I can't do it at all because I don't have the right tool and everything's closed, so I can't really go out and get a new tool. So fixing the MR2 is going to be delayed, so I thought in today's video I'd talk about my plans with the Chaser. Because a lot of you have been like in the comments like, oh, you should manual swap it, you should do this, you should do that. And I have a lot of plans for the car. I haven't really said anything yet, so yeah, I thought that'd be a good idea to make plans for the Chaser. I never thought that I'd be looking in the garage and seeing these 2 cars that are owned by me. That's absolutely insane. So this is my race car. That is also my race car. More of a daily, but this is my race car. I'm actually going to be dailying this more than the Chaser. So excuse the wind noise and all the cars going past me. It's a pretty busy street. I just wanted to show you guys as well something that's pretty cool about Melbourne is the fact that we have cherry blossoms certain weeks of the year. Have a look at this. So it's almost as if I'm in Japan. I've already thrown up a couple of photos on my Instagram with the Chaser next to some cherry blossoms, but that is so nice. You know, especially because I was going to go to Japan this year, it's actually really cool that we do have cherry blossoms here, so it makes me really happy. That is just such a nice, peaceful photo. Man, trees on trees, cherry blossoms, man, so beautiful. Damn. Probably gonna have to move location to talk about my car because there's just too many cars here. But just thought I'd show you this, cherry blossoms in Melbourne. JDM AF bro. So here we are outside having a look at the Chaser. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people in the background, so it's going to be a little bit awkward for myself, not for you, because you know you don't have to talk in front of a camera in front of like a million people. So yeah, don't worry about it. Nice Rex. Let's talk about some of the plans that I have with this JZX100 Toyota Chaser. There's a dog in the background barking as well. I'm just going to try to talk over it. Yeah, damn, that's annoying as. First thing I want to say is that this Toyota Chaser is not the most fun to drive. In its current state, auto, it is not a great car to drive. It's kind of boring, I'll be honest. Automatic transmissions are cool and all, you know, I don't have anything against auto transmissions. However, when it comes to driver feel and that sort of connection that you get with a car, an automatic transmission is just not going to cut it. One of the biggest things that makes you really want to like drive the car is just being able to go through the gears, bang through the gears. If you're a manual driver, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look, I'm not hating on automatics, it's just that it's just more fun to drive manual. So I'm currently in the works of getting a R154 5-speed manual. There's a fair bit of work to get this thing in. So, oh, get that plug. In order to get a manual transmission in here, we actually have to cut out where the shifter goes, which is going to suck. It's going to be worth it in the end. We have to put a clutch pedal in. It's a little bit of time and money. Going to be a little bit of a hassle, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it. So that's one of the first things that we're going to do to this car, an R154 5-speed manual swap. I'm not going to talk about power just yet. The next thing we're going to talk about is aesthetics. So if we look at the car, it's currently sitting on some 18-inch chromies. Now look, they're all right. They're not bad. I don't like the fact that I can see myself vlogging in the reflection. I just think that's a little bit strange. So yeah, we're going to be getting rid of these. If you do want to purchase them, if you like the chromey sort of look, I do kind of like it with the car lowered right now. I'm gonna admit they have grown on me. They are in fact some genuine work wheels. Have a suss of that. Genuine works. I'm pretty sure that's a genuine sticker, but I was told by a mate, shout out to Nate, for coming around and telling me that these are genuine work wheels. Yeah, these are for sale, 18-inch. I'm not too sure on the offset. I know that they're a 265 tire, 235, I think. Yeah, Yeah, 235 in the front. Not too sure on the offsets, but if you really do want to purchase these, chuck me a message on Instagram. If we come around the car, you can also see that this thing does not have a stock body kit at all. I don't even know what this body kit's called, but I totally rate it. However, it hasn't been put on properly. You can see that this thing was probably just like put together in Japan, just like really quick. It's only held on by 4 total bolts, so 2 here and 2 on the other side. Look, I rate this bumper. I like this body kit quite a lot. It looks way better now that it's lowered as well, and it just suits the car so well. It flows really nicely. There you go, here's a better look at it. And it also has space for an intercooler, as you can see, which it already has, which is pretty nice. Don't know what that's capable of, but nice. Yeah, gotta pop this thing open. Now, the goods. Under here, we have a 1JZ GTE Turbo. And it goes we're gonna make some fat power, guys. I'll be honest, I do want to make roughly around 350 kilowatts. That's pretty standard for these things. I'm pretty sure they can handle that. Stock internals, everything in stock and all that. Not too sure on what we're gonna do about the turbo. I have heard that Adam LZ runs his turbo. He used to run a stock turbo on one of these and with just like a steel wheel or something like that. I'm not really too sure when it comes to turbo torque. I have been looking at turbos, so I've been looking at a JZX100 I'm not really too sure what I'm talking about when it comes to turbos, but it sort of sounds like I do, so we're just going to keep it at that. But that's good for 500 to 600 horsepower and should be good enough for this car. If you do have any suggestions for turbo kits, please let me know. The reason why I have this thing is to learn about turbo cars. I bought this thing because it's already turbo and I can really learn a lot from doing things to this. It's just like the MR2. I learned so much having the car and being able to modify it and stuff. So that's the whole idea with this car, to learn about turbos and make some good power and make all the good wishing sounds. Here's a sick look at the back there. But yeah, we're also gonna have to get a different exhaust for this thing as well, because it's quiet as hell. Close this baby up. I know I've shown this before, but for all the new viewers, it has remote start as well. Engine, start. It says wait on the remote. A couple seconds later, it should start. And it like keeps the starter on for too long. Oh, there you go. Remote start, baby. You can see, idles are up. Exhaust is on. Nice. Now let's get out of here before we annoy all the... Oh, the locals. Someone came out before and was like, oh, what are you doing out the front of my house? You know, don't get my house in the background. I was like, yeah, that's fair enough. So we're gonna leave. Shabam, shabam. Oh, I love power steering. That's something the MR2 doesn't have. Dude, I'm telling you, with this thing just like stock and with a pod filter, it does make some pretty cool sounds. Like, whew, hope it picks it up, but... Ooh, damn, son. Home now, just arrived, and yikes, guys. That's transmission fluid everywhere. Oh, that's a big oil leak. Jeez, we should look into that. But this thing is definitely not healthy and it's gonna need all the servicing needs before we do anything power-wise. So anyway, let me know your thoughts and suggestions on power things, power mods in general, on things that I should do to the Chaser. Like I said, we're getting a manual transmission very soon. I've already got one in the works, on the way. R154 5-speed manual should be making this car way more fun. And then we're gonna have to do some maintenance because this thing has seen better days and hasn't been treated too well in its past life, it seems. Yeah, it's got potential. And we also need to fix that bumper bit right there. Bit of a shame that we can't do much to the MR2 right now as well, because the CB boots are just torn and I can't do anything about it. I have to get the right tool, which I should be getting by the end of the week, and it looks like I have to order a new rubber boot. I don't even know if the ones that I've ordered are actually going to fit the car at all, because I haven't been able to take the axle apart at all anyway, because I just don't have the tool. We're going to have to suss everything over here. For the meantime, the MR2 is just going to be chilling until I can get her fixed. Let me know what you want to see on this car next as well. Just let me know. Just comment below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Because I just bought the thing, there's going to be a bit of time between modifications and stuff because I have to save for parts and all. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.